It is 4 p.m. We're bringing developing news.
And the stories behind the headlines. This is Storycon. I'm Virgilio.
I'm Ed Lingao. Some stories we're watching this Monday, March 31. 4 Filipinos remain missing in Myanmar following the magnitude 7.7 earthquake that struck the country last Friday. The DFA expects repatriation requests from affected Filipinos, some of whom lost their jobs due to the disaster. The earthquake has claimed over 1,700 lives. The Philippines is sending a 114-member contingent to Myanmar to help with the rescue and recovery efforts.
The House of Representatives says it's uncovered more alleged fake names linked to the Office of the Vice President's confidential funds. It resembles a grocery list too, with names like Beverly Claire Pampano, Miko Harina, Patty Ting, Ralph Josh Bacon, and Salah Kasim. Previously, there were also OVP and DepEd signatories named Mary Grace Piatos, Jay Camote, and Miggy Mango, all without PSA records so far. The investigation continues into the road rage incident in Antipolo, which injured 4 people. Police say the suspect may face frustrated homicide and gun law charges for carrying a firearm during the election gun ban. 3 of the 4 victims have been discharged from the hospital.
Former COMELEC Commissioner Virgilio Garcillano has passed away at the age of 87. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia confirms the news on Monday. Garcillano was embroiled in the controversial Hello Garci scandal during the administration of former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
And Malacanang has assured help for 20 Filipino workers arrested in Qatar over an unauthorized rally for detained former President Rodrigo Duterte. Palace Press Officer Usec Castro says the government will help regardless of the OFW's political affiliation and that they've already deployed a labor attaché and lawyer to assist. She also stressed that supporters of Duterte have the right to express their sentiments.
And joining us today is Storycon's resident political pundit, Tito Ral Llamas. On-cam na tayo kanina. Unang pa siya sabi, delikado yung ganyan. Be careful.
Hot mic.
Hot mic. That's the
mic
phrase for it.
episode tayo eh. Okay.
Ano ako sinasabing
Incriminating.
Yeah, but it's for those days na bigla kang maglalaglag ng ano. Na parang, what did he say?
Bluer than blue si Ami. Blue ba yan? Blue?
Wait lang. Also, from the Philippine Star, Editor-in-Chief, Ami Pamintuan. Hi, Ami.
Hi, happy Monday,
everybody.
Monday na Monday.
Blue ba yan?
Blue.
Bluer than blue.
Kakulay niya yung mga nasa likod niyan.
Ang background natin dito.
No, meron akong, may taping kami dito eh.
Kaya pala.
Kaya
You
kulay
have to be
star.
color coordinated. Kulay star. Blue and yellow.
Star.
Ba't
Blue.
wala kang yellow?
Walang yellow.
Ang star may yellow
Para mas
dapat.
malakas yun.
Hindi, baka mabanatan siya na Dilawan.
Let's not go to this.
Mag-yellow ko, lahat yellow.
What are we talking
Lahat
about?
yellow. Pag nag-yellow ko, lahat.
Hello, Garci. Bumalik sa headlines.
Yeah.
Anong kwento mo dun?
Medyo nadamay ako dati dyan.
What happened?
Hindi, nag-press con siya dati na hinahunting ko daw siya. Ako?
Si Commissioner Garcillano?
Hinahunting?
So, hindi totoo yun?
Hinahunting ko lang. Baboy damo sa basilan.
may magandang kwento diyan si dating NTC Commissioner si Eli Rio. Oh, I remember that. Kasi si Eli Rio is into communications into communications and intelligence. Actually, dalawang niya eh. Kaya dati na yung wiretapping kay GMA. Kami gumawa noon.
Sila? Sila nag-wiretap? Is what he says.
Yeah.
This is
Sila gumawa noon. Sabi ko, ano nangyari, sir? Nabamali ba namin na ang tatawag kay Garcillano si Presidente?
Ang winatap nila, si
Garci.
Tapos
Si
tumawag si
Garci.
GMA, nadamay si GMA.
It was just a perfect storm.
Parang hindi nila mapagkatiwalaan si Garci noon eh.
Pero what was the reason daw bakit ni-wiretap nila in the first place?
Garci, dahil nga nagbebenta.
May suspecha na.
May
Oo.
suspect. Kung sila na nagbebenta ng kwan.
Nang kwan? Anong kwan?
Baka
Suspicion, ha? Suspicion.
Ano yung kwan? Ano yung binibenta na kwan?
kwan.
Unmistakable yung bots na, hello, Garci.
Inamin naman niya in the end. That it
Hindi
was,
niya inamin. She apologized but she never admitted.
I thought she admitted in the
Did she
end
admit ba?
that that was her voice.
Hindi nga malinaw saan siya
Hindi.
nagsasorry eh.
The way I understood it, umamin siya and then she said she was just, making
Lapse
sure
in
that
judgment.
making sure that there was no electoral fraud or
How come
something.
she was asking for 1 million votes?
Yan ang lumabas sa tape.
Si
Asking for 1
Garci
million
Garci
votes.
kasi dati nag-send ng feelers na willing siyang mag-testify. So, merong tumangkilik sa feelers niya. Ganon. Tapos eventually, nung nagbago isip niya, sabi niya, hinahunting daw siya. Ng Malacanang, specifically yung political affairs.
Paano ng Pinoy ito? Ano Pinoy?
Pinoy.
Na kayo yun.
Hindi, suspect nga kami. Kami naman, lagi naman kami napagsususpetsahan. Kahit walang basihan.
But that was long after the Hello Garci scandal of 2004.
Oo, paano yun? Paano yun? Pinoy
Time
na yun. Pinoy time na yun.
He became infamous for that.
At that time, si DICT Sec Eliseo Rio was already in the DICT.
No. He was a military.
Before pa ng DICT.
Anti-GMA.
Okay,
Anti-GMA rebels yan.
Sila yung utusan mag-wiretap.
Siya ata nagutos. Siyempre, the decisions are made politically upstairs.
Correct. Yeah.
Pero
Correct.
tao raw niya yung sargento na nag-wartap.
Okay.
So, tawa ng tawa. So, bakit niya naman hindi naman namin inaasahan na tatawag yung presidente. Boses pa niya. Di mo
Kaya nga, it was
makakaila.
just the perfect setup, of all people.
Wala silang tiwala kay Garci noon, kaya wina-wiretap nila.
Yeah.
Para mapin down nila o makasuhan nila. Presidente ang tumawag.
Yeah. But again,
Kilalang-kilala pati yung boses ni Presidente.
Unmistakable eh. Hello,
Hindi
Garci.
mapagkama.
Naging ringtone eh. Hello, Garci.
Nagpanic si Kwan noon?
naalala ko yun.
Nagpanic-
Naging meme. Wala pang meme nun.
Nagpanic si GMA dahil sa Luzon, dumikit eh. So, kailangan niyang dagdagan para makasigurado. Yun yung basihan ng Garci tapes.
Agdagdagan ng kwan.
Kwan.
She was
1
asking
million.
for a guarantee that she will be ahead by 1 million.
Kaya
Yes,
nung
yes.
panahon ni Pinoy, nakasuhan siya ng electoral fraud.
Yeah. Pero
Pero
yun,
na-clear eh. Clear, di ba?
Ang daming na-clear eh.
Pati si Garci cleared.
Pati nga yung Kuratong
Nakatakbo
Baleleng.
pa nga siya, di ba?
Pati nga yung Kuratong
Nakatakbo
Baleleng
pa siya
na-clear.
for Congress.
si former President GMA, yes.
Si Garci.
Si Garci,
nakatakbo,
si Garci.
no? Si Garci, nakatakbo siya.
Commissioner
Oo.
Although natalo
Virgilio.
siya.
Yeah.
Pati yung mga Napoles, di ba, na-clear? No?
Hindi lahat,
In
hindi lahat.
some cases, meron naman siyang conviction.
In some cases.
in some cases. Pero,
Marami-rami yun, mga ano
May-
yun.
meron din
Dami
conviction.
ng Napoles.
oo.
Ang daming
So,
makiklear.
That's why she's in Bilibid. Ay, in correctional pala.
So what does that say about our judicial system? Ano, it's just
Kaya nga tayo nagkaroon ng kaya nga magkaroon ng
Parang
Duterte
titing yung tanong mo.
dahil dyan
Parang
sa-
titing
sinasabi ko lang, I mean,
Sigurado, hindi mo alam yung sagot sa tanong mo?
Hindi. Because I don't know, I'm confused. Because we insist on the one hand that we have a functioning judicial system.
Hindi.
On the other hand,
Secretary of Justice.
ICC.
Secretary of
Hindi
Justice
kami.
eh.
on the other hand, ICC had to step in.
Mismo
right?
yung Secretary of Justice, sinabi, nag-fail yung ating justice system.
During the war on drugs.
Kaya pumasok sa ICC.
Yeah. That was the first
Saka kahit si
admission.
Rodrigo Duterte, di ba yun ang lagi niya sinasabi? Kaya mas madali pang i-eliminate all of them kasi napakahina nga ng justice system natin. Nakakawala daw lahat ng mga drug dealer. Yun ang lagi niya sinasabi. Kaya yun ang kampanya niya. And you know, a lot of people bought into it. Yung pangako niya na kill, kill, kill.
Tama.
Kasi sabi niya, pupunta pa yan sa preso, pakakainin niyo pa yan. Yan ang sinasabi niya eh.
Tapos
Tapos
yung...
yung aarestuhin nyo, pakakawalan niya yung corrupt na judge. Sinasabi niya yun openly.
Tsaka yung mga kwan daw,
Sinasabi niya yun.
yung mga addict daw, yung mga users daw, ay mahalang gastos kung i-rehab. Tunaw na daw yung mga utak nun, tunaw na, hindi na
Yes, I
magagamot.
remember that quote.
Diba, yun ang sabi niya, tunaw na. Kaya, kwan nila.
Kasi yung shabu daw, merong, yun, yung engine, yung battery fluid. Nung pinanood ko yung yung pelikula sa Netflix, mukhang totoo, no? May kasama nga pala siyang battery fluid.
The chemicals talaga yun. Synthetic chemicals ang shabu synthetic yan eh.
Kaya nga.
Hindi yan,
Totoo nga.
hindi yan natural, katulad ng opium, katulad ng
hindi
marijuana.
Parang meron kang gustong i-pitch siya.
Marijuana, hindi naman.
Parang marami siyang alam, no?
Mas masama sa
Kaya
katawan.
mabubuong ka talaga. Yan ang niya, di ba? Kaya medyo delikado yan na meron na namang lalabas na ganyan. Nasasabihin, alam niyo yung mga drugs dahilan yan dahil sa krimen Yan ang dahilan ng high crime, heinous crimes pati.
Lahat
Diba?
ng problema sa mundo dahil dyan.
Yan yung mga yung criminality ng inaano nila.
Oo. Oh,
Yung mga hardliner sa peace and order yan ang sinasabi.
Parang sa North America at sa Europe, lahat ng problema ay dahil sa migrants.
Naging
ngayon.
scapegoat na.
Kailangan maghanap ka ng scapegoat
Speaking of Duterte, lead lawyer niya, Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, said that they have a compelling case. We already expected this, that he will challenge the jurisdiction matter. Pero now he says they believe he has a compelling case. He gave an interview to the AFP.
Pero siyempre, pag abogado ka, sasabihin mo lagi yun.
Hindi have a strong case.
Pero kung titignan mo yung track record ni Kaufman, hindi naman ganun
Talaga?
compelling.
I thought he's a high profile.
High profile.
High profile, and he won the case ng
Parang
sa Rwanda. Sa Rwanda ba yun? Where was it?
Sa isang African state na vice
Not
president.
Rwanda.
Parang si
Was it-
Panelo,
it's
high
not
profile.
Vice president
Yes. Now,
ng isang African
I can't remember.
country.
We saw
African
this.
country,
Isang kwan kasi ron,
Hindi Rwanda, yung Rwanda na
Si
convicted.
Memba.
Oo.
Was it
Vice
Memba?
President
Congo?
yun. Ang sinasabi nila.
Yes.
Vice President siya, hindi naman siya may command responsibility.
Pero crimes against humanity of murder din yon.
Yes. Pero na...
Genocide. Crime against humanity,
Pero karamihan ng hinawakan niyang kaso, talo.
Is it? You looked it up.
It would have been more interesting if Kaufman said something like, parang mahina ang kaso namin. Doon, parang, yun ang unexpected na story.
Wala naman nagsasabi. Di tanggal siya.
Pero pag sinabi niyang malakas ang kaso namin, laban namin, expected yun.
Hindi lang sinabi ni Roque, malakas ang kaso namin, pero hindi siya kinuwang counsel.
But it's interesting.
Mag-a-asylum na
Deadpan
daw kasi siya. Yan ang yung argument na jurisdiction, matagal lang sinasabi yan nila Harry Roque, di ba? Yan yung consistent stand actually ng Duterte presidency.
Correct.
Isa pa lang yan na, from the start siya na yung argument nila. Tingnan natin kung pag si Kaufman ang nag-argue, kung mananalo.
It's interesting how convinced he is, no? Sabi niya, and I quote verbatim, coming back to the jurisdictional point, obviously you don't need to be the dean of a law faculty to realize that that's going to be a huge issue at pre-trial. I think that the jurisdictional argument is compelling as defense counsel. I believe it should succeed. And I would be hugely disappointed if it doesn't succeed.
So, problema kasi dun sa jurisdictional issue, pinagbotohan na yan sa ICC. No? At nanalo na yung may jurisdiction.
But remember, the vote is 3-2.
Kasi kung compelling yung argument nilang yan, wala dyan sa ICC si Duterte ngayon.
At saka, yun nga, kaya dahil pinagdesisyonan niya, I doubt kung i-reverse ng ICC yung sarili niya.
But yung vote that you're talking about, 3-2 yung vote nun.
Yeah.
Baka they're banking on the two who dissented. And I don't know if he thinks na baka yung third one was like on the fence, na pwede nilang i-sway.
Hindi kasi Pilipinas yun merong integrity in decision nila.
Ayun na naman tayo sa judicial issues sa Pilipinas.
Sa atin kasi,
Kahit yung opening remark ni di ba ni E.S. Megjaldea, nung nagsasalita siya dyan, ni-raise na niya yung jurisdiction Kaya nga sinabi niya kinidnap Yan yung premise ng kidnapping You have no jurisdiction. Hindi rin, wala rin nangyari. Hindi naman nirelease.
sa bagay, sa September naman yan didesisyonan. Eh tayo ngayon, magbibigay lang tayo ng mga ating mga legal
Hindi,
opinion.
he wants, si Kaufman wants this drop before the confirmation of charges here
Before
in
the trial,
September.
sabi niya.
He's applying for, he's questioning the jurisdiction now.
Yeah, pero
So that you drop
pero
the
kailangan
confirmation.
magkaroon ng hearing.
Correct.
Wala namang schedule eh.
Yeah, wala pang schedule so far.
So far, ang schedule lang ay yung September.
Yes, correct. The other interesting thing is, nakita ko na sa social media.
Yung earthquake.
Oh, we're
Nakita
sending
niyo yung
contingent.
video sa Thailand. Yung video sa Thailand, dyan tumatapon yung ano ng
bumuhok.
swimming pool. Tumatapon yung tubig ng infinity pool.
Nakakatulong daw yun
Ganong
para
video.
hindi masyadong maapektuhan yung building.
Oo, actually,
Yung ganon. Kaya may purpose daw pala yung mga pool na yun sa
parang
taas.
they call it a shock dampener. I don't know
Yes.
exactly how it works, pero somehow yung pools at the top of buildings, skyscrapers,
Nakakatulong siya.
Oo, nakakatulong siya.
Pwera na lang kung naliligo ka sa pool nung nangyari yan.
Actually,
yun
meron
na
video.
nga yung video, may naliligo, di ba? Tapos biglang nagtapunan yung tubig dun sa gilid.
Ang
Nabasag yun.
laki siguro ng
Nabasag
trauma
yun
ko,
sa
no?
But
lamig.
it also kasi depends on the cycle of oscillations eh. It's oscillation eh.
Kaya nga.
If the water goes
Ayun,
against
no, tumatapon tubig. Look!
the leaning, then
Yun,
it
so-
dampens it. But if it goes with the leaning,
Sigaw na si Ami.
Oo, yun na. Oh. Kaya nagtakbuhan yung mga Thai, nagtakbuhan sa labas ng building ang mga tao.
Hindi, libreng ligo yan eh.
Eh,
Mabuti hindi sumama, may dalawa nagsiswimming.
Oo nga.
but you're
Mabuti, nakatakbo ka agad.
Imagine mo na yung trauma nung nagsiswimming, no? Ano nangyari?
Oh yeah, bigla na lang.
Ako, tuwataob yung swimming pool mo.
Yeah, that's scary. Pero yun nga, it's
Oo.
strangely enough, you know, yun nga.
Dati, naranasan ko yan, yung lindol sa Cebu tsaka sa Bohol. Nandun ako sa Radisson, sa 32nd floor. Talagang, wala kang magagawa, titingin ka na lang.
nakala ko swimming ka. Ayoko
Hindi,
imagine.
nasa kwarto ka.
Wala ka
gumagano,
sa swimming pool.
Oo. Lakas nun, di ba?
Wala
Wasak yung
ka
mga
sa
simbahan.
infinity pool.
Oo. Actually, yung mga modern buildings sa AMI, may mga parang ball bearing sa ilalim.
Bearing, bearing.
Gumagalaw, giant ball bearings,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo. So that it
Doon sa
rolls.
Taiwan, makikita mo yan doon sa ano, 'di ba, yung tower nila. Yung tower nila,
Taipei 101.
makikita mo yung
Gumagalaw.
giant ball.
Oh, actually,
Oo.
we went
But
to...
that's kind
Sa
of
ano?
rare kasi that's complex and expensive eh. I know
Parang
that's
Very
Petronas,
expensive.
parang mga Petronas building, yung mga mahal. Ganyan,
Oh, that's kind of rare nga.
Oh, mahal yan. Kaya yung bahay ko may ganun eh.
Hindi, that's just for skyscrapers. But yung...
Di ba bungga rin bahay mo, meron ganun.
Mali mo.
Monday nga, it's a Monday.
May statement Malacanang dyan na government daw is preparing. Ayun, tingnan mo, kaya nagtakbuhan yung mga tao. Tingnan mo naman yan.
Actually, Ami, long overdue na i-check yung mga buildings natin eh.
You know, sa National...
Building Code.
Building Code, National Structural... Ano yung third word? National
Binago na yun
Structural
eh, inamend na yun eh.
Correct. So,
Pero, syempre, sabi ng mga engineer, syempre, yung compliance, medyo, alam mo naman dito sa atin, kailangan pa rin inspectionin.
napaka-negative naman natin lahat about the Philippines.
Saka yung structural
Hindi nag-work.
integrity ng mga bridges natin.
Yes,
Di ba?
yes.
Kasi sa
But-
Japan, yung mga trusses ng bridges nila, fortified lahat yun eh. Kasi
correct.
sanay sila sa malalakas na earthquake.
Yeah.
Eh tayo, hindi ko alam kung ano. Tayo,
Hindi nga
wala
lumindol,
pa 1
bumagsak
month yung
tuloy
bridge
natin.
natin, nag-collapse na.
Hindi nga, wala nga lindol eh.
Yung
Overweight daw.
Yung
Walang lindo. Dinaanan ako ng truck, nag-collapse na eh. Paano yun?
Oo nga. Yung husband nung kwan ko, nung daughter ko, nung panganay ko, security engineer.
Ano yung security engineer?
Ibig sabihin, lahat ng building hindi maitatayo nang hindi i-check yung stability nung
Yung-
building.
yung ilalim.
Wala kang permit. Hindi mo pwedeng bayaran yung City Hall. Yung security engineer ang magpapasya. Kung yung integrity ng building ay talagang secure.
You know what's scary is Fee Volks, naglabas na siya ng statement to say that
The big one.
Oo.
The
If
big
we
one.
get hit with the big one, we're expecting 51,000 casualties na.
Palaki ng palaki nung nag-umpisa yung study na yun,
Kasi-
33,000 kasi
Oo.
dumadami na population. Ano?
Kasi yung last time yata that
Saka
they put
tumatanda
out
yung
the
buildings.
study, it's 2013 pa, so matagal na. So when they updated
Yeah.
it, The forecast is now 51,000 plus maybe up to 100,000 affected. And
So mas marami na doon sa EJK.
but anyways, the question there
magkakaroon
is
daw ng yun ang nakakatakot, magkaka-fires.
correct.
Kulang na kulang
Correct.
tayo ng ang firefighting capability natin. Napaka-inadequate. Yun ang medyo
Correct.
Karamihan ng
Maraming
ng bahay,
building.
walang fire extinguisher.
So West Valley fault to, no, is
dito, wala.
still the prediction.
Meron dyan.
Ano yung mga cities na nasa West Valley fault?
Marikina,
Marikina.
Pasig.
Pasig.
Congress. Yung Congress kasama yan sa tatamaan.
Nasa ano?
Marikina hanggang Laguna yan eh.
Bakit parang
Hanggang
single out mo
Laguna and
naman
parts of
yung
Cavite.
Batasan?
Yung Batasan, di ba, Ami?
Oo,
Tatamaan yan. Pag lumindol.
Meron na nga dong butas, di ba?
Oo nga.
Yung fault, meron ng butas na pwede kang bumaba. Diyan somewhere in Quezon City. Pero sinara nila sa dami na nagpapakuha ng picture.
So yun, Quezon City, Pasig,
Parang-
Marikina, ano pa? Abot ba hanggang Novaliches?
Dito, through Alabang.
Through Alabang.
Going through south yan eh. North to east, northeast to south. Hanggang parts of Laguna and parts of Cavite.
Hindi naman tatamaan tong Ortigas, no?
Mandaluyong.
Ortigas
Merong
is sa east.
tatamaan sa...
I can imagine tatamaan
Magkukross
to.
siya, magkukross siya. Kukross siya.
Eastern Metro Manila eh.
Eastern siya, eastern.
Hindi, gano'n naman
Pero
talaga.
wala, dami-dami yun na sinasabi ng PBOLX eh.
Tsaka
Pero
ganun
ang dami-dami namin detailed map eh, hindi kami pinapansin.
Ganun naman talaga ang buhay eh. Unpredictable eh. Malay mo nga, tamaan tayo ng asteroid.
Wala na.
Kaya,
Umiwas na yung asteroid. It veered into a different direction.
Gano'ng karami ba asteroid?
Well, but
Itong dalawa to sa
Pasayad na yung usapan dito eh.
out of this world na eh.
pa dyan,
Ewan ko-
detalyado yan.
Parang iniinuman lang eh.
I don't know.
Pero
Ito lang
hindi
yung
naman tayo
sinasabi
hindi
mo.
pumapansin ah. Alam nyo yung
Kinakabahan kasi yun sa
government
lindol. Ang
house
dami
ng
naman
New
possibility.
Zealand,
Ami, sorry.
it sits on an earthquake fault.
Alin?
New Zealand, yung kanilang yung building nila, main building ng gobyerno nila, nakaupo sa earthquake fault. So hindi lang tayo yung hindi pumapansin sa ganyang mga warning.
Yeah.
Oo, pero mas magaganda building nila kaysa dito.
Mas, and
Nag-ano din sila nung nagkaroon ng great earthquake sa New Zealand, nag-reassess din sila ng mga structural integrity nila.
there was also, di ba, after the earthquake, there was
Sa
also
Christchurch. Sa Christchurch.
there was also after this earthquake sa Myanmar, there was also a tsunami warning sa Tonga
Tsunami.
in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Right? So all of these are interrelated, interconnected. Lucky,
Kasi remember,
buti
yung
na lang walang
matindi at tsunami dyan eh. Matindi yung tsunami. Remember yung tsunami in 2004, I think, December 26, day after Christmas. That's more than 225,000 people dead, ha?
Yeah, correct.
Pero Reg, imaginein mo, halimbawa, i-check yung mga buildings natin. Tapos, 1/4 makita na may problema sa structural integrity. Anong tingin mo? Tingin mo, papabaguhin yan?
Holiday.
Papalisin ba yung mga tao nakatira dyan? Yung mga
Holiday
opisina?
tayo.
But the question is also, who has the authority to ask them to change it, right? Sino ba?
Dapat gobyerno.
Kaya nga, but which arm of the government? Hindi naman DPWH yan.
Una dyan.
Private sector
una
yan.
dyan yung mga local government.
LGUs yan eh.
Oo.
They're supposed to,
Yung mga ordinansya yan eh. No?
the building code.
Kaya, ayun, tingin mo may implement.
Pwede kang inspeksyonan for compliance with the building code.
Yeah. Yung trabaho ng LGU talaga yun eh.
Tapos,
Halimbawa,
pwede kang i-shut down for violation of the building code if it's a private property.
Actually, it
Pwedeng gawin
reminds me...
Yung West Valley Fault System runs near Parkwood Hills, Batasan Hills,
Montalban.
Ayala Heights, Tumana, Ateneo de Manila, Riverbanks, malapit sa Eastwood, marami siya, Taguig, Pasig. Ayun.
Yes.
So, halos lahat. Well, except for...
Malapit sa C5.
pero,
C5.
Malapit sa C5.
pero malaking bahagi rin kasi yan ng Pilipinas tsaka ng Japan. Nandun talaga tayo sa ring of fire eh. Diba?
Kaya nga.
May ring of fire tayo. Ito talaga yung matindi ang mga volcanic activity which creates earthquakes.
Which reminds me as well na Maraming building sa Makati na luma na. I mean, there's a lot of the clearly...
Pwedeng ibahin natin. Topic, marami na kinakabahan.
Pag bumagsak
Pero
na yung
yung
state,
big-
ano,
yung big one,
industry,
hindi
that
volcanic.
correct.
Okay,
Yun,
Philippine stat, tamaan na.
Sorry.
Yung
Okay.
big one, hindi volcanic. I checked, it will be
Tectonic,
tectonic.
yeah.
It will be a
Tectonic.
movement of the earth, the ground. Hindi siya volcanic. Kaya siya malakas na malakas.
No, but...
Saka sinasabi ng PBOLX, it will happen every around 500 years. Yun lang naman ang warning nila. Ang sagot naman ng mga real estate developer, napakalaki daw kasi ng window para mangyari si Big One. Kapag problema daw nila, mapaparalyze naman sila.
Nakaliliit ang kita.
O, yun ang sinasabi nila.
Pero
Kasi pag inisip daw nila ng inisip,
inabutan ng lolo ko yun 500 years ago.
Lolo mo, 500 years ago.
Yung big
pa?
one, yung big one.
So ilang taong ka na?
Ikaw na mag-math, Ed. Paano ba
Lagi
yan?
mo sa 40 years in difference yung dalawa.
Oh, hindi, magkainuman sila ni Juan Ponce Enrile noon. Noong nangyari yung big one.
nag-uumpisa pa lang yung recorded
It's a
history
Monday.
natin 500 years ago.
But the question there is, okay, so LGU ang may
Ordinance.
responsibility and it's their job to check that all the buildings comply with the
Building
government code, but walang national agency overseeing that?
Alam ko meron.
Sino nga?
Meron.
Right, because I know, because we're gonna try to talk to Usec Castro later on about this as well. Alam ko na yung sabihin niya, she's gonna say that we are preparing for it, but ultimately someone has to be accountable, right? So who is that agency is my question. Pero I don't have the answer. So,
Pero meron nga ba?
Doon nga
Wala
sa
eh. I don't think so, right?
Doon nga sa tulay hanggang ngayon wala accountable eh. Yung tulay.
Parang wala kasi public works is not for private building.
correct,
Wala ako.
correct.
Walang iba
Exactly.
So LGUs talaga
And if you're gonna leave it to the LGUs, alam mo na mangyayari dyan because they're gonna say
Medyo
they're
uneven yung
short-handed,
Hindi, tsaka
uneven yung
enforcement.
application of the law.
Tsaka maraming mga mayors tsaka governors ay mga contractors din.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, there's that other issue as well. Sino yung contractors for these? But we will go on a very quick break right now. You're watching Storycon on One News. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Pagkatapos,
We've got developing news and the stories behind headlines. Welcome back to Storycon, the Story Conference. I'm Ed Lingao.
And I'm Regina Lay. Still with us, Ami Pamintuan of the Philippine Star and Ronald Llamas, our resident political pundit.
Okay, what's up
Oh,
next?
Ano hinihintay nyo?
Kala ko may guest.
Joining us, joining us in a few minutes will be
Okay. Si Usec
Palace
Claire
Press Officer.
Castro.
Yeah, Usec Claire Castro. We're just waiting for her to come in. Pero a lot of things to ask her. Among other things, yung how prepared are we
For the big one?
I know it's a question that's always asked naman eh. Pero parang
wala bang ibang itatanong?
with,
Yung big one ba itatanong natin? O yung big one sa politika?
Yung tatanungin natin, the big one in
Ano,
politics.
30 minutes na tayo kanina ng ng earthquake eh.
Oo nga.
ano gusto mo sabihin?
Dami lang natakot eh.
Wala tayong napag-usapan.
Dami na natakot sa
Sabi
kay
niya-
Ami at saka
sabi
kay
niya-
Reg eh.
Sabi niya,
Mongering.
scaremongering daw
Scaremongering.
tayo. Because we keep talking about the big one. But you know,
But if you don't talk about it, it's scarier.
Exactly. We have to be prepared. Diba? We have to ask questions of the government. For instance, yun nga, sinong in charge of
Would you rather,
enforcing the local building code.
Would you rather die in ignorance or live in knowledge?
Kaya magandang justification pag wala kang kwenta pinag-uusapan.
may words of wisdom si Ronald. Sabi niya pag panahon mo na talaga.
Words of wisdom ba yun?
Oh.
Words of fatalism lang yun eh.
Malay mo, next week merong pandemic. Oh,
Parang
tapos
sinabi kong inshallah.
tigok tayo, di ba? O kaya merong kwan dyan.
Pag kinumpara niya yung preparedness natin, halimbawa sa Japan, napakalayo pa.
Yes.
Sila meron
Exactly.
kahit sa kalye na merong mga direction where to get in case of an emergency, saan ka pwede mag-charge ng telepono mo,
Uy,
kung
pati
mawala yung mga utility,
exactly.
kung saan kukuha ng tubig, saan kukuha ng gamot. Tapos
Edi,
meron
Even sa...
di ba, Ami, nakita mo yung Fukushima? Yung nuclear reactor nila na gumuho? Tapos may mga nag-volunteer para pumunta ron, para ayusin.
Oh.
Tingin mo may gagawa nun sa Pilipinas? Pupunta sa isang nuclear reactor na merong...
Kasi sinasabi ng mga Japanese, ang nakatama daw sa Fukushima Hindi daw yung earthquake, kundi yung tsunami.
Tsunami.
Doon daw siya
Yes.
nasira.
Yung firewall
Doon daw siya
nila,
nasira.
yung firewall nila hindi kinaya eh. Meron silang wall eh. No? Pero
Oo.
yun, dinurog din
Hindi
ng
daw-
tsunami.
And it's a,
Pero yung tsunami dahil sa earthquake.
kaya nga.
Dahil sa earthquake, pero hindi daw siya nagka-damage sa
Because of
earthquake.
the earthquake
Kasi may mga
directly.
tao sila doon eh.
Yeah.
Pero
May
it's,
nag-operate din nuclear plant noon eh.
The tsunami
Hindi sila
drowned out
naapektuhan
the
daw ng
generators
earthquake.
which made the
Pero
cooling water go around.
napaka-heroic nung kanilang mga nung kanilang mga rescuers, nung kanilang
Bilis.
mga
Correct.
engineers, talagang
At
kahit
so, yeah.
kahit radioactive,
Hindi
pumunta sila.
nakabalo doon.
Radioactive yung tubig, pumunta sila, lumangoy sila.
It's a good question to ask because remember, the Marcos administration wants to bring in nuclear energy, to revive
Yes.
nuclear energy. So ito yung question that we keep coming back to, right? Do we have the capability to house a nuclear power plant? Even though mas safe na yung technology, sinasabi nila mas safe na yung technology now, mas maliit na yung modular reactor, so it should be safer to run, easier to run. The question is still, what happens when we get hit by an earthquake, right?
So ano pa bang mga capability meron tayo?
Sabi ni Ed, I'm asking the wrong question.
Sabi ko, ano pa mga
Energy?
capability na meron tayo?
Wind, solar, geothermal.
Flood control.
Wind, solar, geothermal.
Ang
Our
galing-galing,
guest is here already.
ang galing natin sa flood control eh.
Our guest is here
On that
already.
point,
Okay.
we will bring in Palace Press Officer Usec Castro. Welcome to Storycon, Usec.
Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon,
Hi,
Usec.
Yusek.
At last, nakaharap namin kayo.
Parang matagal na po dapat akong nag-guess sa inyo.
Oo nga eh. Oo nga. But you're very busy, I understand, Usec. Unahin ko na muna yung Myanmar because we were just talking about it. Yung earthquake, we are sending a 114-member team to help with the relief and recovery operations. Ano pong exactly, what are they doing there and how long will they be there?
If I'm not mistaken po, based po sa aming report, ay 2 weeks po. So, tentative date po ng deployment will be tomorrow.
Ay, tomorrow na.
Opo, yun po yung tentative date.
Who are these, who is this delegation?
Anong skill set
ano yung
nila?
skills nila? What are they experts in? Ano po yung maitutulong nila?
Yes, meron po from the DOH. Wait lang po, hanapin ko lang po yung ating report kanina. Meron from the DOH, meron po from the sa MMDA din po for a while po
Okay.
Okay, this one. Okay. Meron po from the Philippine Emergency Medical Assistance Team po, yan from DOH, consisting of 31 personnel po. Meron din po from the Bureau of Fire Protection, itong Urban Search and Rescue Team po. At meron din po from the MMDA and Apex Mining Corporation SRR teams po. So 114 personnel po ang maipapadala po natin. Naka-standby po for this.
Yusek, are you sending any people from the media as well?
Wala po akong nakakalagay dito. I-check ko po ito, Sir Ed.
Yusek, nagtatanungan din mga tao about our level of preparedness, of course. May balak ba si President Marcos to call a meeting among his officials para i-assess yung preparedness natin? Saka ano yung mga ginagawa ngayon? Kasi yun ang inaalala ng mga tao ngayon.
Dagdag sa tanong ni
Opo,
Ami, Usec, meron bang national agency na in charge para tignan yung structural integrity ng ating mga buildings, infrastructure? Usually kasi yan local government eh. Pero meron
Yes
ba tayong national agency na yan ang tutok nila?
Sir Ed, Sir
Ronald po.
Sir Llamas. Yan. As of the moment po, chichikin ko lang po, wala po ako sa papel na hawak po ngayon patungkol po dyan. Pero nagkaroon na po talaga ng nag-convene po for this matter regarding po sa pagtulong sa Myanmar. At sabi nga po natin, pinangunahan din po ito ni Secretary Gibo Teodoro po. And pinakikiusapan din po namin lahat po ng building officials sa LGUs, kung maaari po ay tignan nila yung mga structure nila. At maging stricto po at magkaroon po ng restriction sa pagpapatayo po ng mga buildings para po hindi po prone sa ganitong klaseng sakuna kung maaari po talaga.
Ma'am, we understand naman po
Yusek,
kasi...
gusto ba ni Presidente na magpa-check ng structural integrity Kasi marami nag-aalala ngayon, lalo na yung bumagsak na sa Isabela, yung bridge. Wala pang 1 month yun.
Actually, yun po ang tinututukan po ngayon at sabi nga mo natin, wala pa nga po tayo na naging catastrophe, no? Patungkol dyan, wala pa pong lindol pero may bumagsak na po na tulay. Yan po ay pinatututukan po. Lahat po ng structure ay pinatututukan na rin po para malaman kung ito po ay safe po at maaaring magamit o madaanan. So, maganda po yung suggestion nyo na po yan.
Yes. Ma'am, we do understand naman na much of the functions have been devolved already to the LGUs. I think also including tung enforcement ng local government code, ng building code. Yun lang, some people are also concerned na baka hindi ganun ka-even yung enforcement ng building code among the LGUs. Kasi syempre, iba-ibang LGUs, iba-iba priorities, iba-iba yung iba-iba yung standards, although dapat common standard yan, building code yan. Pero yun how it is, di ba?
Hindi po pwedeng iba-iba yung standards, dapat uniform po.
Yes, ma'am.
And at the same time, wala dapat mga discrimination, walang favoritism. Dapat lagi tayo sa safe side po. So, yun po rin napapag-usap din po natin sa pamumuno po ni Secretary Bonoan sa DPWH. Dapat po rin tumating na.
Okay.
On a different
Balikan ka namin on those pending items, Usec.
On a different note, Usec, kagaling lang ni US Defense Secretary Hegseth dito, no? Anong highlights ng kanyang visit?
Actually po, vertical po ito, sinasabi po kanina, nagkaroon po ito, binanggit po natin na magkakaroon po ng ongoing, there's an ongoing US 500 million commitment in foreign
Yes,
military financing and other security assistance to support yung Philippine military modernization. So isa po yan sa napag-usapan po nila. At mas marami pa po maaaring maitulong para po itong ating stance patungkol sa ating maritime rights dito sa West Philippine Sea ay kanila naman po din na sinusuportahan.
Usec, cambio lang ako uli kasi magkakaroon ng second hearing yung committee ni Senator Amy Marcos this Thursday. Would you know kung ano yung reaction doon ni President Marcos? His sister is pushing ahead with the probe of something na, at saka kinikriticize yung, yung of course, yung policy niya with regard to this issue.
Welcome naman po kung ano man po yung ipapatawag na hearing ni Senator Amy Marcos dahil sabi nga po natin at wala naman po na itatago kung ano man po ang pangyayari. Siyempre po, maliban lamang po doon sa mga subject matter na napapaloob po sa executive privilege. So lahat po na maaaring itanong, kung ano man, mga diffusion and everything, lang po yan ay ibibigay naman po na sagot. Kung ano man po yung pangalawang, sa hearing na pangalawang ipapatawag po ni Senator Amy Marcos.
Usec, let's get into politics now. I don't know if you saw yung update over the weekend, yung lawyer representing former President Duterte, Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, said that they believe they have a compelling argument to ask the ICC to throw out the case against Duterte based on jurisdiction. I wonder if, number one, does the President know about this? And number two, do we have a reaction, please?
Of course, we do not have any more responsibility with regard to the hearing that will be conducted before the ICC. But anyway, if this is the issue, it had already been answered, it had already been discussed that the ICC has the jurisdiction of the crimes committed before the withdrawal of the Philippines from the Rome Statute. So I also believe that this had already been discussed and resolved by the ICC when it was raised before the said court. And I believe also the spokesperson, ICC spokesperson, had already intimated, discussed that what the ICC is dealing with are those crimes committed before the Philippines withdrew from the Rome Statute.
Okay.
Tanong ko lang yung Usec, meron bang will the government oppose the asylum bid of Harry Roque? walang gustong gawing role ang government diyan.
Dagdag Usec doon sa tanong ni Ami, dahil alam ko may kaso si Harry Roque sa DOJ
Criminal
about human
dito.
trafficking at saka money laundering.
Yes.
Anong status nun? Paano it can be used laban dun sa kanyang asylum dahil meron naman tayong extradition treaty with the Netherlands. So siguro nakadikit yun yung tanong ni Ami.
Ganito po kasi, as of the moment, wala pa pong case na naipa-file sa court. Pwede pa po sa DOJ. As we speak po, di po alam kung meron ng panibagong update dyan. But as we speak, ang pagkakaalam namin ay wala pa pong kaso na naisasampa sa korte. At ang sabi naman po ng DFA, if ever ang bansa po ng Netherlands ay re-require po ang ating gobyerno na mag-comment about the alleged political persecution, sasagot naman po ang DFA.
But you will not initiate an opposition. Hindi mag-initiate ang gobyerno natin ng opposition to the bid.
Opo, karapatan po ni Atty. Harry Roque na mag-seek ng asylum. At wala po tayo, as of the moment po, as we speak po again, wala pa po na pag-uusapan kung mag-o-oppose. But according to DFA, kapag ka po lamang tayo ay hininga ng opinion patungkol dito at kailangan nating i-deny na may political persecution, i-deny po natin. And as a matter of fact, it is up to Atty. Harry Roque to prove that there is a well-founded fear of political persecution. Kasi siya po ang magpapakita niya kung talaga may political persecution. Dahil sabi nga po natin, since day one, hindi naman po ginawa ng kwento ito sa Atty. Harry Roque. Lahat naman ng ebidensya ay lumapag lang sa kamay ng PAO. Katulad po ng mga bank accounts na nakita dito sa Lucky South 99. Yung records po ng kanyang EA o kanyang what do you call that? The ER, I forget the name of the guy.
Mr. Supranational.
Yung special assistant niya.
Mr. Supranational. Yeah, nakita lang po yan ng PAO. At yung pong pagrerenta po niya ng kanyang bahay sa Benguet. Sa Benguet, hindi po manong manager o isang high official ng Lucky South 99 na hindi po ito gawa-gawang kwento nang galing po yan at he admitted those documents. And all the things, all the statements that he made before the Quadcom hearing, lahat naman po yun voluntaryo. He was just asked to deliver or to give the copies of the SALN, which is not in any way a private document. Also, the BIR reports about the alleged extrajudicial settlement of estate allegedly signed by his auntie, and also the contract of trust with a certain Atty. Percival. All those documents were volunteered by Atty. Harry Roque. Now that he is being asked, as well as his wife, is being asked to submit those documents, ba't hindi niya kayang ibigay? Hindi naman nanggaling sa gobyerno yung mga salitang yun, galing naman sa kanya. So how could it be political persecution? So it's up to him to prove that before the government of Netherlands.
So let me see if I got that right. So the government is preparing a defense in case yung if the Netherlands asks for proof of political persecution, but at the moment the government will not do anything to ask Attorney Roque to repatriate, to bring him back.
Yes, as of the moment po.
Okay.
So we will not know what will happen tomorrow.
Okay.
So we are not, the government is not initiating
Any proceedings.
with regard to this matter.
Not yet. Not yet.
We're
Not yet.
As of today.
We're just
Not yet.
waiting for waiting
case.
for word from the Netherlands, to which we will only respond.
Or if a case is filed here.
Yes, it will be a different story if there will be a warrant of arrest issued against him by the court. Look,
Ay, teka, that'll
Kapag
be
may
more
arrest
interesting.
warrant,
Yes, ma'am. What happens
pwede
then?
kayong mag-request ng ano. Pag may
Because that
arrest
will be a
warrant,
different
you
story.
might request repatriation.
yes, because there's already a warrant of arrest.
Yeah.
For that,
okay.
if there will be
Do we
a warrant of arrest to be issued by the court.
Ma'am, just to qualify that po, if a warrant of arrest is issued against Mr. Attorney Harry Roque, will the government automatically seek his repatriation, or that's only an option?
Extradition.
Can be. Again, Sir Ed, can be. Why? Because he will be already considered as fugitive. If there will be a warrant of arrest. As of now, he's not yet considered a fugitive because what is being issued is only an order of arrest from the House of Representatives.
Yes, from Congress.
So yung sa DOJ, Usec, wala pang panyon? Wala pang
Wala
movement
pa
yun?
po tayong nakukuha kung meron po. Baka po bukas, tignan po natin. Baka hindi po natin alam. Tignan po natin.
On a
Kung
different...
ganon, Usec, kung ganon na may request for extradition, idadaan ba natin yon sa Interpol kung sakasakali?
Maaari din po. Maaari po.
Pwede.
Pwede po.
On a
okay.
different note, Usec, may unprecedented statement si DOJ Secretary Boying Remulla at saka si DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla na sinabi nila nung sa previous government, nag-fail at nag-collapse yung justice system natin. At mismo yung ating security system ay medyo malaki yung naging damage dahil walang record yung sabi ng Philippine National Police na namatay o napatay nila na 7,000 to 8,000 sa legitimate police operations, no? Et cetera, et cetera. Meron bang ginagawa yung gobyerno ngayon para ayusin yung failure na yan ng previous justice system at saka nitong mga kakulangan sa ating kapulisan? May ginagawa pa tayo dahil very dramatic yung statement nila. Ngayon lang ako nakarinig ng dalawang secretary sa cabinet na nagsabi ng ganyan. Kaya very fundamental yung pag-aayos.
Kaya kung mapapansin niyo po, nakita po nila mga records na wawala or walang records patungkol po dito. Ibig pong sabihin nito, sila po ay nag-iimbestiga na rin po at inaalam po ano nangyari, bakit hindi nagkaroon ng mga tamang pag-iimbestiga, bakit hindi nagkaroon ng tamang sasampa ng kaso sa mga taong involved. So, yan po ay inaayos natin para po kung sino man po, yung hindi pa po kasama sa mga kaso sa ICC, ay maaari pa naman din po sila magsampa dito sa bansa natin, sa courts natin or sa DOJ po natin. At yan po ay tutugunan din po ng gobyerno para po kung meron ba po na ibang mga di umanong biktima ng EJK na hindi naman kasama sa ICC ay matugunan po ng gobyerno natin. So ngayon po nag-i-start po sila mag-investigate.
There was a suggestion from Carlos Conde of Human Rights Watch that there should be a truth commission set up to look into an independent investigation on this so we can close the loop on this. Also to look into reparations for the EJK families. But we've run out of time, sorry. Thank you so much for joining Storycon today, and we hope to have you back again soon. Palace Press Officer, Undersecretary Claire Castro.
Salamat, Usec.
Thank you, Usec.
No overtime na naman tayo.
Ronald kasi.
Principal. Sino ba huling nagtanong? Sino ba huling nagtanong?
Uy, nag-close lang ako. I close the guesting segment. Ikaw yung last question. Okay.
Dalawa to talaga.
Ang singilan niya.
Tomorrow ako naman yung last question, siya yung mag-close. Okay, thank you so much for joining Storycon today. Ami Pamintuan, Editor-in-Chief of Philippine Star. Ronald Llamas, our resident political pundit. Join us again tomorrow 4 p.m. for Storycon. I'm Regina Lay.
I'm Ed Linga. We are One News, all sides, all the time.
This is the Story Conference Group or the Storycon Group.